This is my big wow of coleus. As you can see, there's this pretty one, and the more sun it gets, the more of that red color it gets in it. And there's like a bronze one, and I love this one because the back side of the leaf is red. And then this huge one, I call it black pagoda. I don't know what its name is. But anyhow, it fell over. It was huge, absolutely huge. And it fell over, and all these guys, these little ones here, all through here, these are all cutting. All cutting. It came from the ones that are black, obviously, that are dark. And this is one right here. And there's one of the copper ones. There's another copper one. This is the mother plant of all the copper ones you see. This is the mother plant of all the ones you see that are like that. And obviously, black pagoda is the mother of all these guys. And then it's one in the this mother plant is the mother of all of these that look like her. That one. And this beautiful one. I'm going to hold it up. Look how beautiful it is. And there's a copper one in there. They're all colors. Here's another one. From Mama down there. And then here's another one. This one is new. This one right here is new. It has an arrow. I don't think there's anybody in there from last year. Here's some more black pagoda. And here's some more of that pink mother plant. Another pink mother plant. Another pink mother plant. And a fabulous mother plant. Just look at this. I'm going to hold it up so you can see just how big it is. Like, it is huge, humongous. It's in a hanging basket. Then there's this plant I have from last year, and there's one of its babies. And here's another one of its babies. And there's some more of its babies back there. And then we have this copper plant that came from the mother plant over there. Here's more of the copper plant. Then this is the mother plant of this one. Look how that hangs down. It's just gorgeous. And there's two of them in there because you can see that's the one, if it gets a lot of sun, it gets reddish. And here's some more of the pink from the mother plant. That one is huge. And let's see. Here's this feathery one. Here's some more of the feathery one. And more. And more of the pink one, but it hasn't gotten as much sun. See what happens when it gets lots of sun? And here's more of black pagoda babies. And more of that one. This one is one I raised from seed. There's more pink. This is one I raised from seed. This one I bought. Look at this ginger plant. It's going to have really pretty flowers. It died back last year when I brought it in, and I thought, uh-oh, it's dead. And then I thought, no, I think I read something about gingers dying back. I better put this one back up here. This isn't how all these coleus go. This is just what I've done to try to display. And this came, all of this bounty came from a few plants I was able to save over the winter. Namely, Mama 1, Mama 2, Big Mama 3, Mama 4, Mama 5, and these sat as little cuttings in my kitchen window or in my patio window. And then I planted them up this spring. And I think a lot of their growth has to do with giving them the leftover fertilized water from the orchids. So they got this big on leftovers. This really is one of my favorite coleus. And look, it's just from a little tiny bit down there. The slugs have been busy. I tried to take all the leaves they ate off. And there's the back of it. That's a beautiful coleus. It's almost like this one. But you can see the difference in the leaves. It's like about 1,000 degrees and 1,000 degrees humidity right now. So I am dripping. I moved all of these together and changed things around. I can't leave it like this because I have bare spots everyone else. And this one, these are some I raised from seed. I raised a zillion from seed. That's my donkey, my King Kong, my Kong coleus. See that big thick stem? It survived the winter and then it fell over. And I just sort of left it alone because it looked like it was starting to rot. But this is pretty with this lime green edging. These are all little ones that I raised from seed. I try to come and trim the dead off all the time. And check it out. I did find a couple baby slugs. And look at my poor canna that I raised from a bulb. I said, oh my gosh, that was in one day. And I'm like, what the heck happened there? And I found a little white fuzzy caterpillar on it. It even got the tip of that leaf. It's like, for crying out loud, can't you just eat one leaf? And then it was even eating the tip of this leaf. So, anyhow. And this is a plant the hummingbirds adore. This scarlet sage. Oh, look at the little spider. Can you see it? He's trying to spin a web. So this is black pagoda. He's shown up a lot brighter than what he is really. And the more sun it gets, the darker it gets. Can't believe how light it is, because it's like after 8 o'clock. I'm trying not to show my mess that's everywhere. This copper one hasn't gotten as much sun as this one. And look at the difference when they get a lot more sun. It's shady right here because of that tree. That is a walnut tree. It's huge. and the squirrels absolutely love it. And the fence back there drips brown because the squirrels run across it with all the acorns, the walnuts they get, but they're smart. They don't want to carry that heavy walnut with all that green stuff on it. So they sit on the fence and chew, chew, chew and get to just the walnut, the hard-shelled walnut, and then run along that fence and up that telephone pole. And then I have this huge maple tree. As you can see, it's pretty tall and wide. So I am going to show you the rest of everything later. But isn't this coleus gorgeous the way it drapes down? It just drapes down. It's like hanging down through two shelves. And there's baby plant. And here's some more of it. And notice this one looks different than that one, but they're both the same. One's just getting more sun than the other. And this one isn't getting as much sun as its mother, so it's not red. And there's my, whatever, I can't remember the name of it. It's a philodendron rojo. There's one of my split leaf philodendron Jesu peats. That's what was marked at Lowe's. There's a few more. There's still a zillion more coleus that I grew from seed. And this one, that's kind of like neat, isn't it? It's all from seed. Of course, that's from mama plant. That's from seed. And I love these guys. The little rose impatiens. That's a baby. I took a cutting. I try to take my cuttings during the full moon because they tend not to wilt. And this is another one I grew from seed. Yellow freckles, it looks like. That's from seed. That's from seed. That weird one's from seed. All of them in here are from seed except baby. There's another impatient down there and another from seed coleus. That's a cutting. And you can see that hasn't been getting as much sun as mama, so it doesn't have as much red. That's new. I hope I haven't moved too fast. I hope you liked the video. I think I over-fertilized or over-watered this. This is a white one. That's a purple one. Oh, there's a cutting. See, I have cuttings everywhere of that coleus. That one coleus. And this one's getting a lot more sun, so it's getting very purple. There's my begonia cutting. So, I like these little guys. That one's like he's outside his door. Here's another rose impatient cutting. And there's one of the mama plants. So, tell me what you think, people. The reason why I was able to keep the mama plants over the winter is because I had sliding glass doors over there. And as you can see, there's a covered patio. And that direction is west, so it's southwest. And in the winter, there's no leaves on the trees. so they got plenty of sun, but the key was the humidifier. The humidity went up to 60%. In fact, we were having trouble with the locks getting in from the garage into the kitchen or from the outside into the living room. And we thought something was wrong with our keys. Well, I think they froze, because now we can use the keys, and before we couldn't. So, and that's a heuchera right there. Sort of fits in with the theme. May as well show you that. That one's pretty. That's a heuchera just in a old hanging basket pot. There's another plant in it, but it's sort of taken over. And see how healthy it is? And then there's an alocasia. I found that one at Lowe's. Lowe's had a whole bunch of them the other day when I was there. So, whoops, you're getting to see the mess. There it is. I can't believe I grew all these from cuttings, from saving just a couple plants. Just grows to show you, just grows to show you, just goes to show you what you can do if you just... And the other thing is, these baby plants, they've been trimmed a couple times. I've cut them, taken cuttings from them. So I have more cuttings that need planted. But I'm not showing you that mess. So, thank you for watching. I'm going to try to project my voice and not act like I'm talking real slow, like in my other videos. So, thank you from the coleus in Maryland.